All right. So we just got done talking about baseball.
Very much so.
And I know that you're a big baseball guy.
I
And
am.
so, what better book to read than baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So go ahead and look at the book.
Okay.
The title of the book is obviously baseball.
Wow.
We're going to be really focusing on main ideas. So remember, main ideas is like the general topic or subject of a book, and details are the key points that support the main idea. So, if we look at this title and we look at the cover, could this picture give us clues about what the main idea is of the
Yes.
book? Okay. What do you think, by looking at this cover, what do you think that the main idea is of the book?
Derek Jeter hitting a home run.
Is that who that is?
Yes.
Ah, see, you know more than I do. I don't even know who that is. Okay.
He,
Fancy. Good
I'm
deal.
not trying to be rude, but that's insane to believe that you don't know who Derek Jeter is. He played for the Yankees.
Well, I see that he has
those
Yankees.
darn Yankees.
So do you think it's
True.
about Derek Jeter, or do you think it's...
No, they just did that because Derek Jeter is one of the biggest in baseball
Okay.
in the last few years.
Okay.
He's probably going into the Hall of Fame. Torrey
Gotcha.
Hunter just got installed to the Twins Hall of Fame.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you made some good observations about the cover, but
Thank you.
do a lot of like informational texts have different sections, like chapters? Like look at social studies. Are there lots of different sections or chapters?
Like this one.
Yep.
There are different faces on it to give what it's about.
But there's, yeah, exactly. So in this book, if you flip to the
I don't know who that guy was.
table of contents on page 3, you'll see that there's lots of different sections. So we have like everybody's game, the world loves baseball, baseball rules, a look back, famous players, a sport of all time, and then there's a glossary. So
You skipped one.
major league stadiums.
Yes.
Okay. So all of these are going to kind of be pieced together. So you can kind of see by this chart here, they look like puzzle pieces kind of, don't they?
Yes.
And the reason they look like that is because putting them all together gives you an idea of what the main idea is about the whole
Puzzle.
baseball, right, about the whole puzzle, about the whole baseball book. So what we're going to do is I'll kind of model the first section, and then we'll kind of,
Switch off.
we'll read this. So,
Holy cow.
all right, so everybody's game. Do you have a bat, a ball, a glove, 4 bases, and an open field?
Yes.
Then you can play baseball. People have been playing different versions of baseball for hundreds of years. In early America, the colonists played games that were similar to the sport we know as baseball today. Some of these games were called stool ball, town ball, and rounders. Although many of the rules for these games were alike, some were different. In 1845, a New York group called the Knickerbockers decided to write down new guidelines for baseball. They wanted to change some of the rules and establish a formal code for others. Many of these rules became the basis for the game that we play today. Okay, so I see that this section title is called Everybody's Game. And I kind of see that they throw out years at us, so I can tell it's kind of in the history of baseball. Even in the picture, it says, artist George H. Hastings' work shows spectators watching the Boston Baseball Club, also called the Boston Bean Eaters, at play in the 1880s. So even this picture or this artwork is from the 1800s.
So did the Red Sox buy the Beet Eaters out then?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I've never heard the Beet Eaters, and
Yeah.
I'll stop.
But back then, a lot of the games that they played were called stool ball, town ball, rounders. So those are details,
Yeah.
right? Those are specific details about the history of baseball. So I have an idea, or I think the main idea is something about different versions or the history of baseball. So,
That's not right.
Okay, so does that first topic give you a better idea? So we'll read it each section, kind of pick out some details, and then come up with a main idea. Okay. Are you good with reading this page?
Oh, I'd be honored.
All right.
Today in North America, baseball remains a favorite sport. Professional players complete 30 Major League Baseball (MLB) teams. They play in hope of winning their championship each year. World Series. World Series. Just under the MLB teams are 240 professional minor leagues teams. These leagues give players a chance to develop their athletic skills in hope of making it to the major leagues. Baseball is also popular in the rest of the world. The sport is played in over 100 countries, and millions of fans enjoy watching it worldwide.
Okay, so if you look at that map, it says countries that play baseball are all in blue. Is that a lot of countries that play baseball?
No.
When you look at the Earth?
No. That's not.
It's not?
I don't think so.
These all play baseball.
Oh, yes. That's a lot.
Yeah, only parts of Africa don't. Okay, baseball is a major sport in many countries, including Canada, the United States, Argentina, South Korea, Taiwan, and Japan.
Okay, that's a lot.
Okay, so really quick, I knew that some parts, just by your quick hesitation,
I don't know.
Shocked you.
However they put it is really weird. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like, in the bottom paragraph, it seemed like they it's like it's there, but then it's like a period and then starting over is what it feels like, if you get what I'm saying.
well, they're saying that it's popular in the rest of the world. In
Well,
over
like,
100 countries.
Well, I understand that, but just like how I think you get from how I read it, it just kind of looks, or maybe I wasn't ready for it.
Just this gray area is all that's not interested or doesn't, it's not a major sport in their country. Okay, but looking at what you actually read, what are some key details that you could point out?
Major League Baseball, professional players.
How many are there of those teams?
30.
Okay, and how many minor league teams were there?
240.
240. How many countries love baseball?
Hundreds.
Yeah, over 100. Yep. So those are different things we pulled from each paragraph. So what do you think this main idea is?
That the world plays baseball around the world. We're not the only country that plays baseball.
Mm-hmm. And do people, even if they don't play it, do a lot of people enjoy watching it?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
That's what I can't stand with some people. They like watching. They don't like watching it, but then they like playing it.
Some people like to be more involved.
I don't know.
All right.
I think that's weird.
Okay, this one, the distance between bases is 90 feet. The distance between the pitcher's mound and home plate is 60.5 feet. 9 players are on the field. The infield has 4 bases that form a diamond. The right, center, and left field players are called the outfielders. They must be quick runners in order to catch fly balls. They also must be accurate when they throw balls to an infielder or baseman to get an opposing player out. Okay, so this just tells me, each thing I read was a key detail. So I would say the main idea of this page is really how the field looks and the actual playing field for baseball. Okay, your turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
Okay. Baseball rules. The baseball playing field is sometimes called a diamond because it is shaped because of its shape. It has a pitcher mound, four bases, an infield, and an outfield. Baseball games are divided into 9 innings. An inning is a basic unit of play that is divided into 2 halves. The first half is called the top of the inning. The second is the bottom half of the bottom half, called the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
A baseball game has 2 teams. Each team has 9 players, while one team plays in the field. Members of the other team takes turns hitting the ball with a bat. The batting team stays up to bat until the fielder's team gets 3 batters out.
Perfect.
So what do they mean when they get the batters out? Do they like hit them out, or like do they throw the ball?
Josh, I'm not even answering that because you play baseball. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the first paragraph though. You read the baseball playing field is sometimes called diamond because of its shape. It has a pitcher's mound, 4 bases, an infield, and an outfield. What is the main idea of that paragraph?
How the field is shaped.
Okay, and how it's set up. Absolutely.
How it's set up.
Yep. Baseball games are divided into 9 innings. An inning is a basic unit of play that is divided into 2 halves. The first half is called the top of the inning, and the second half is called the bottom. So what is that paragraph mostly about? What's the main idea there?
How they divide playing, how they take turns batting, basically. Like they.
Yep, that's more in this paragraph for sure, I would say, right? The batting.
Yeah.
This one is just talking about the actual game itself, wouldn't you say?
How the rules are made for like each team, and them being on the field or them batting, like it.
Yep, where you said a baseball game has 2 teams. Each team has 9 players. One team plays in the field. Members of the other team take turns hitting the ball with the bat.
Yeah.
The batting team stays up to bat. So that's what you just said is a perfect main idea for here. This one is really, for me, I think it's talking about the structure of the game. There's 9 innings. First half is the top of the inning, and the bottom half the second half is called the bottom of the inning. Yeah. So this entire page, what would you say is about?
It's the rules of baseball and the regulations and
Okay.
how they set
The basics of the game, maybe?
the basics of the game.
Basic ball rules. All right, go ahead and we'll turn to page 8.